How's it going, ladies and gentlemen? My name is Ruffle Rowlett, and I want to bring you guys a news video today because some actual news are happening, and I'm really excited, guys, because we usually don't get too many news-related things going on here with the Pokemon community after a game is revealed, especially a game like Let's Go Pikachu, Let's Go Eevee, which really is just Kanto again, so there isn't really much news about, you know, new Pokemon, new forms, new leaks, and that sort of stuff. There really isn't much information beyond the things we already kind of know. You know, it's all kind of there already, right? When it's usually a remake, most things are kind of there already, so you don't have much to discuss. But we have some new information coming on July the 5th. So Cerebi and PokeJungle tweeted about this, and we're going to go through all the information so far that we have about this, you know, upcoming info, and get prepared for July the 5th, which is not too far away. It's about a week away, and we'll be ready for it. So let's get started here. So Cerebi said, essentially, Cerebi updates, special presentations regarding Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu and Let's Go Eevee will be at Japan Expo in France on July 5th through 8th. Currently unclear if any new information will be revealed. And then, of course, PokeJungle posted as well, Japan Expo to hold special presentation on Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu and Let's Go Eevee, which could mean new information as soon as July 5th. Hype. So yeah, now if you go over here to the actual page, you also do have some other information that's actually been posted as well, so we're going to look into all the things we have here. So, let's go here first. So, the official site in Japan has showcased 2 new customization options for your Pikachu and Eevee. These let you attach certain items, such as flowers, to your Pokemon's ears, body, or tail. With this, I've updated the pre-release screenshot page with some new screenshots about it in this, that's about it in this small video. So, he actually, you know, added a few new images here, and we'll actually see if we can find the exact ones that he posted. I think it's this one right here, as you guys can see. So you're able to actually customize, and that's really interesting, right? That's something that people have been talking about, and that's what worries a lot of people, and I think that's, I guess, one of those things that should worry you, and that is that there's not going to be any customization for the main characters. Now, for me personally, I don't care. As someone who loves the silent protagonist, who's always kind of loved the lack of customization in single-player games, I've always been fine with just having characters look, you know, one specific way, because somehow I get more attached to that than when I'm making my own silent character. There's just this mixed up weird, you know, concoction of clothes and, like, mixed up, you know, just kind of like IDs, essentially, right? This is just the way I play games. It's just the way I am as a person, right? I've always kind of been, like, you know, a bit away from the whole customization aspect of things, but I understand it in, you know, the evolution of gaming. It's become more and more prevalent, and it makes more and more sense because people can get more attached to a character they make themselves. But, of course, there's always that, you know, kind of, there's always kind of that elevation of a character that's, you know, that's not really you, but a representation of what you kind of want to be. So think of, like, really popular characters within Pokemon. Like, you know, when you think of, like, the top characters, you think of stuff like the trainer, you know, Trainer Red. You think of Blue. You think of Ethan. You think of, you know, Silver. You think of, like, these characters, because they are characters, right? They're these individuals that exist in these games. You either play as them or play against them, right? And they're characters, but with, like, recent Pokemon games, you've kind of lost that, right? There is no longer that really rude and evil and, you know, kind of like, you know, condescending protagonist, or sorry, not protagonist, but antagonist, or like rival rather. There's no longer that doesn't exist anymore. And I've noticed with that's kind of happened with the evolution of, like, the protagonist as well, because the protagonist has become more you. So, you know, they don't want you to be feeling like you're getting attacked by this individual that, you know, you just met essentially when you started the game, and then, you know, he's your longtime friend in the game world, but all of a sudden, you know, he's going to be, or maybe he's not even a longtime friend, and that's also a thing that's kind of disappeared now over time. We know all the rivals we meet are not people we've known for a long time, but rather people we meet during our, you know, the start of our journey is usually what happens to be, which, you know, it's kind of a change in kind of how rivals work and that sort of stuff. And I guess it also correlates well with how the character customization works and that sort of stuff. Personally, for me, it's whatever. I'm not really, like, too worried or too distraught by the idea of, like, not being able to customize my own character in Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu, Let's Go Eevee. But it is one less feature. It is one less feature for people to actually enjoy and use. And as you can see, it really isn't there no more. Like, it's you can't really customize, at least for now. There could be a change. There could be things added. There could be even DLC for these sort of things. I mean, again, I would prefer if that wasn't a thing, but, you know, it could happen. You never know. Like, we'll just have to wait and see how things turn out. But for now, this is what we have. We only know for a fact that, you know, there's not going to be any customization on characters, but there will be customization on your Pokemon. You're going to be able to change, you know, things on their ears, on their bodies. Like, you'll be able to have outfits on them, which is going to be hopefully great. I mean, customization on Pokemon is something that people have wanted for a long time, and I don't see an issue whatsoever for that. Like, I just don't see that being as a, a problem whatsoever. I actually wouldn't mind that whatsoever. And you can actually see from the image right here how it kind of looks like when you have a full-on outfit, you know what I mean, a full-on outfit on your Eevee. It looks pretty awesome, honestly, and I can only imagine in the future when Pokemon's develop, like, a bigger game and, like, the largest possible RPG they could possibly do, and all of a sudden, also, my hairline is all over, like, my hair is all over the place right now. I just need to get it cut tomorrow, but either way, like, you can see just like this evolution, hopefully, that's going to happen within, like, the way Pokemon work, where you can actually customize them and have them, wear specific clothing and stuff. It could be pretty awesome, but also, I don't want it to, like, dilute Pokemon too much, because I feel like that could be very dangerous for the franchise if, like, you have scissors running around with freaking hoodies and stuff. It could be a bit weird, you know what I mean? It could be, like, there's a specific point where you have to realize these are, technically speaking, animals, and they shouldn't really be, paraded around, like, in clothing and all this stuff. Like, I prefer my Pokemon without clothing, and, it's just walking around in the wild and being, animals, rather than being these little poodle-looking things, where you dress them up and stuff, which is a thing that I never really like, when people just, like, dress up their animals and their dogs. Just let your dog be free and have fun, and not, like, choke up in a freaking, shirt that you put on it. It's just weird to me, but either way, that's just the way I see this. But personally, for me, I don't mind this as long as it's, like, limited to specific Pokemon, which it has been. It's always been, like, Pikachu getting outfits and that sort of stuff, and now Eevee has it as well. It makes sense when a smaller Pokemon gets it. It's okay. I don't see an issue with that, but, this could be an evolution into other things, but it's unlikely to, we'll be seeing an Aggron walking around in a freaking, in a freaking t-shirt or something. I'm not, I'm not thinking that's going to happen, but hey, it's just a fun discussion to have and talk about. It's a fun thing to just go through and kind of, like, discuss. But that is that info. So we now know that customization on the animals will be essentially on their ears, body, or tail. It's going to be a lot of different things there. And of course, we do have the information that we will be seeing brand new information, brand new info dropping on July the 5th, guys. So I'm excited for that, because honestly, we haven't really seen much info. This is what I mentioned at the start here, where we've seen, like, a lack of information for these games. And the reason why is because it's Kanto, right? If this was Generation 8, then we'd be probably, like, waiting around for way more information. We'd be waiting for leaks for new Pokemon, information about the region, where it's based on, what kind of features there are. Will there be, like, 70 Pokemon, 150 Pokemon? Like, how many Pokemon will there be? There are new ones. Will there be there's gonna, like, there could be rumors saying, like, oh, there's gonna be a Pokemon like this. There could be leaks coming out of images. Like, there's a bunch more things to talk about when it's a new generation, but since this is just Kanto, and we already know for a fact there's only one brand new Pokemon, a single brand new Pokemon, by the way, which I've already made a video talking about that's going to be brand new, and people still don't believe that. People still keep saying it's going to be Zeraora, even though literally Zeraora isn't a new Pokemon anymore, because it's already been revealed before Let's Go Pikachu, Let's Go Eevee were revealed, and they specifically said that this new Pokemon is going to be brand new, guys. Brand new. Nothing old, nothing, used. It's a brand new Pokemon, so it won't be something like Zeraora. So I want to bring that up again, because a lot of people don't seem to realize that. So what I'm trying to get across is, the new information we'll be getting, the news, quote-unquote, will be very lacking. The only real new thing that we should be expecting to see is, like, how certain areas look now that they're new, like Saffron City. How does that look? How does Lavender Town look like now? Is it still Lavender Town? I mean, I assume so, based on the fact that we've seen Haunter getting caught inside of Lavender Town, but we haven't seen the overworld, right? Those are the things you can really talk about, but although those things are kind of like, well, okay, it's just it's a remade kind of, like, region. It's like, there isn't really anything new there to really go through, but there are other discussions we can have. What Pokemon will be rideable? I already did a video, like, counting down 10 Pokemon that should be, like, flyable and rideable within Let's Go Pikachu and Let's Go Eevee. You guys can check that out if you want to. There are things you can discuss, but there isn't much new information. So I'm really hyped about what this could be, because if they show off the brand new Pokemon on July the 5th, that'll be insane. If they show up some new gameplay feature, that'll be awesome. I want to see what they have to, like, show us here, because, as you know, there have been these, and I think Joe Merrick, like, went over it specifically, but there's been these, like, whatchamacallem, what's the word I'm looking for, the proper word here, so, like, to not mess it up. Like, there's been these surveys coming out, like, these surveys asking people, what is it that you love about Pokemon the most? Is it this aspect of Pokemon? Is it this is it the catching of Pokemon? Is it the battling? Is it the adventure? Is it the story? Is it this? Is it, like, there's been these surveys coming out where they ask people, what aspects of Pokemon do you like the most? And I think that could have an impact on what we're going to see on July the 5th. It could be them making changes and that sort of stuff happening. There could be a lot of things that are going to be coming our way then. So I'm really just in a curious position, wondering, like, what will we see and what will happen. Also, I just realized Serbia has 378,000 followers. That is insane. But either way, guys, that's just going to be just about it, guys. I think that's really all the info I wanted to go through and just discuss here. But yeah, guys, so keep in mind, July the 5th, new information dropping. I will be on it and checking what this info is, and I'll be bringing you all the news on this channel. So make sure to subscribe if you haven't already. Make sure to drop a like if you haven't dropped, if you haven't already on this video. If you did enjoy, if you didn't enjoy, then drop a dislike. If you, want to let me know in the comment section down below, what are your thoughts about the customization of the Pokemon, just what you feel about all these subjects. Let me know in the comments down below, guys. And thank you so much for watching. My name is Ruffle Rowlett. Have a great day, and bye-bye, ladies and gentlemen.